guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a vlog day. It is the first day of our homeschool break. We are not on vacation. This is just a week off from what I call mom school for homeschool. The kids will focus on their passion projects this week. I am going to be trying to do a bunch of different things, some big home management projects that I have not been able to get to since we've started back to homeschool, just some general cleaning things, and then some considering and getting things ready for the rest of the year. It's crazy to me that we are in September now. The temps have definitely cooled off. This week is actually supposed to be really, really nice, and so I am hoping to get out for a couple of day trips with the kids. We will see. I have front-loaded my week with a lot of the home management projects. Those are obviously inside projects, and it's beautiful today. It's supposed to be, I think, 74 and sunny, but it's going to be hotter later in the week, like in the 80s. So I think those are the days that I want to really get outside. I did my plan for today. I have a weekly plan with me that will be up before this video, but right now I just got out of the shower. I spent the morning writing, which is not something that I've done a lot of lately, and it was really nice. I have felt such a pull to the word create and maker in the past couple of months. A lot of that revolves around slowing down and trying to simplify even more. Simplify is my word of the year, and I did revisit that recently, just kind of my thoughts. So I have been thinking a lot about hobbies and recreation, although I don't really like that particular category name. I really like more maker or creative tasks. And so I was considering that this morning, and I decided that I was going to sit down and write. And I've mentioned this a few different times now. I started writing publicly in 2001. That is when I started my first blog when I was in college. I used it as an outlet, and I continued with that blog for many years, and then I started a new one in 2006 focused on green living and local food and simplifying systems. And then in 2011 I landed at Townsend House, and that is focused on homeschooling and self-care and not chasing busy. So I sat down and wrote this morning, and it was really cathartic for me. I enjoyed it. I posted a blog post, which I haven't done for several months, and it was just more stream of consciousness stuff, but it was nice to do. However, I forget how long it takes me to write when I'm in that zone. It takes a good hour for me to get all of my thoughts out most of the time, and I still wanted to go for a walk this morning because that is another focus that I have that will bleed over into 2025, but it is something that I've been thinking about for the end of 2024 as well, and just continuing these wellness habits that I've created over the summer to just take care of my health better, my mental health, my physical health. So it's 20 of 10. And that is the struggle that I have because my energy is in the morning, and there are a lot of things that I want to get done, and I can only get up so early. And when we are homeschooling, a lot of that energy goes to homeschooling. So I'm not sure how I'm going to manage all of these other aspects in my life that I want to focus on with homeschooling, but that is the other thing that I'm going to spend time considering this week. Right now, I need to get everybody breakfast. I think I'm actually going to run out to Dunk's and get breakfast sandwiches there so that I can get going on the basement, which is my big project for today. So long intro, but that's what we are doing. Okay, so we are home. It's 10:30 and we all ate breakfast, which was delightful. And now I am going to get started. What is on my list next? Home management stuff. So Jack is going to vacuum, Emma is doing the dishes, Lucy is cleaning up some of the surfaces right now and making beds upstairs. So I am going to go down in the basement. Sorry for all the sun. and share a little bit about, I don't know, what I hope to do down there. Okay guys, so here's my basement. Those are most of my homeschool books. Those are some other random books and a few homeschool things. KiwiCo crates, our dehumidifier, random stuff. That's my husband's office. I have one homeschool cart there, and there's another one in Matt's office that is really just a storage space right now. It's not actually an office. We have Lucy's silks and the couch and chair and TV and video games, more books, the bar down here, which has more garbage, books and papers, Lucy's tent, the microwave. Okay, so it's not super dirty down here. It does just need to be tidied, and I need to vacuum. I have struggled with this space so much. Let me turn off the dehumidifier. So I have really struggled with this space because I just don't know what to do with it. When we looked at this house, it was the only house in the town we wanted to move in that was available, and it had this great open space which I knew I wanted for homeschooling. When we moved, Emma was 11, and it was just, I knew that as we got older I would need this space for books and just for the kids to hang out and everything. And so it has been really nice to have this space, but I don't know how to keep it organized, and I never come down here. This is like all finished basement space, and I have another section which I will show you in a second. And what ends up happening, because I don't come down here, the kids don't keep it tidy. And originally I thought that we would be down here with our desks for homeschool, and when I moved in, I did move all the kids' desks down here, but that's just not how we homeschool. We don't homeschool down here. We homeschool upstairs on the couch or at the kitchen table, or the kids go to their bedrooms and work individually. So I have all of this space, which is great, but it doesn't stay organized, and I don't know what to do with all of my books. Last year, I did pack up pretty much the pre-K through level 2, grade 2 books, because we don't need them since Lucy is now in 4th grade, so I can actually box up level 3 as well, or grade 3. But I just don't know how to use this space. I don't know how to keep it tidy. I don't know what we should have down here. I really don't like the color of the walls. This was like a pool table. There was a pool table here, and you know, more adult hangout space when we moved in, and that wasn't what we wanted. We do have a ping pong table. It's over in my unfinished part of the basement because it does take up this entire section of rug. It's really quite large. So I honestly don't really have any ideas. I'm just going to kind of tidy things up today and hopefully get some of these books put away, and papers and such. Some of them are from last year. Some of them I pulled out of Emma and Lucy's room when I was going through their rooms earlier this summer, trying to organize things better. So yeah, I just need to tidy it up and vacuum and get rid of some trash, but I don't really know what I want to do down here. I definitely want different furniture. There's our old queen mattress, which usually is underneath the swing because Lucy does lots of flips and stuff, but I moved that. When I was moving the ping pong table, I had to move that out of the way so I could move it. So I will show you the other section of our basement. So over here is kind of just a mess, actually. So it's kind of, well, I have my treadmill down here, our piano, which I want to move upstairs. My stair stepper is here. You can hear Jack vacuuming upstairs. This is a little kitchen that my husband made for Emma when she was like 1, which we don't use anymore. The bowl is missing. It had been shelves in the kids' rooms, but we've moved it down here. All of Jack's Legos, this princess castle, which is Lucy's, and then I have this one over here, which was Emma's dollhouse. This is a box of books that I need to get rid of, and some costumes that I need to get rid of. These costumes we still use, random books, random Legos. I don't really know what to do with this space either. We only have this one outlet for the treadmill, and so we have to run extension cords for the piano, but I think that if I move the piano upstairs, that'll be different. I don't really want to get rid of this little kitchen because I think eventually, you know, Emma might want it for her future children, so maybe that just needs to go in the garage for the time being. Jack doesn't really play with the Legos anymore. I think that he would if we had a Lego table or some of those green plates that you can put the Legos on. I don't know. And I don't know if Lucy wants the dollhouse still.
I still want
You still want it? So you want to keep the princess castle, but you don't use it.
it. You still have your ponies.
I gave them to you guys to play with. So I don't really know what to do with any of this space. It's great space, it's great usable space, but I don't know. It just ends up being storage space, really. So what I'm going to do is tidy things up and see how far we get, how long it takes me to get things cleaned up down here. I do have to throw in some laundry first, and at some point I want to sit down and relax a little bit too. So that's where we are at for the day. It is 10:40. It's kind of a later start, but I think we're doing okay. It is about 10 of 12 right now, and I don't feel like I've done a ton of stuff. I have, but I also haven't. I've pretty much cleaned off this table, which is good. I'm going to move those KiwiCo boxes and other project boxes onto another shelf. I have to get some trash upstairs. I did get a bunch of homeschool stuff put away, so I'm happy about that. And I did vacuum some. There is still a lot of stuff that just needs to get out of this house down here, and hopefully I will be able to do some of that tomorrow. I need to contact the consignment store about some clothes that I have. They're clothes that are really good quality, and I don't want to just donate them to Goodwill, but I also don't want to go to the effort of trying to list clothes on like Facebook Marketplace or whatnot. So I'm going to see if the consignment store will take them. And then books. I did go through some of the books. I have a ton of books. I have a lot of old books that I have kept since I was a child, some of my mom's old books, and just books that we have duplicates of that I don't need to keep, and I think I want to donate to Goodwill, plus a bunch of ARCs that I also want to donate to Goodwill. So I need to kind of get those into the car so I can bring them to Goodwill tomorrow, hopefully with all of the consignment clothes. We'll see. I need to email them first because it may not be tomorrow. So I'm going to take a break, switch over the laundry upstairs, and then I'm not sure what I will do next, but probably continue tidying down here. Okay guys, it is about 10 of 1 and I am pretty much done in the basement. I brought up all of the trash and kind of reorganized things and cleaned up things a little bit more. I guess it's been about an hour since I last checked in. Jack has moved outside. Emma is going for a run. Lucy is playing on her Kindle, and I'm making lunch right now. We're just going to have pasta, super easy. I will do a little check-in with my plan for today. I feel pretty good about things. The floors and vacuuming has been done. I do still have to clear off the table that is in the kitchen. We just have like this extra table, which is kind of a makeshift island for the time being, but what it really is just a catch-all for everybody's stuff, as well as the bins from our CSA, because we get our CSA delivered in wooden boxes, and then I don't have any place to put those during the week until I have to return them when we get our next delivery. I have not done anything with the zucchini. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that this afternoon or not. I had written down make bread and to do a Sam's list. I am going to sit down and do a Sam's list. I'm not making bread. It's way too late. I mean, technically I could still make it, but it wouldn't be ready until dinner time, and I don't need it for dinner. So I did the book organization. I have not done the clothes for consignment or put the books in the car. I need to email about the consignment stuff, which I already mentioned. I did vacuum and tidy downstairs. So I have a little bit of work left to do for my YouTube videos this week. I need to make some thumbnails and description boxes, you know, and links, doing all of that stuff. I'm not filming any videos today except for this vlog. I was going to do a day in the life in my band community, which is part of my membership community, but I didn't end up doing that either. The last thing that is on my list is to sit and read the Create Rhythm. So I think what I'm going to do after lunch is move all of my stuff outside and sit down and work on that considering that I was chatting about this morning and just see where we get. It's really hard because I've been getting all of these ideas for new goals and new systems and new rhythms that I want to start to implement. However, I know that I can't do those until 2025, but they're still wearing on my brain. And so I think what I need to do is just sit down and journal about it. And I've kind of been unsure where to do that. I was like, well, maybe I should just start doing that brainstorm page in my 2025 power sheets because I have all of these thoughts. I don't think I'm ready to do that. It's only September 9th. I know, it's just insane. I think I need to just bounce some ideas off of somebody, and so I'm going to text somebody and see if we could just chat about it a little bit, kind of wrap my brain around it. I think what I need to do is just sit down and do some journaling and reflection on these ideas that I have. I know that I don't have time in 2024 to work on them. I know that some of the things can relate to my Create Rhythm for my Rhythms of Renewal goal for 2024, but it's all just ideas and stuff right now, and none of it is time bound. They're more creative pursuits and just things that I want to include in my life more of. So I don't know. Anyways, that's what I've been thinking about a lot today. So I think what I'm going to do is finish up lunch and then move my stuff outside and probably journal for a little bit, probably watch a couple of planning videos on YouTube, and then do my afternoon communication routine and check in and see how things are going. We are at about 1:30. Everybody just finished eating, and even though I have my home management projects block until 3, I'm actually going to move outside now and sit down. I want to read through the Create Rhythm from that Rhythms of Renewal book, and then we'll see what else I end up doing. Lucy's having some Ben & Jerry's, which is delightful, and I bring a bunch of stuff outside just so that I can pick and choose what I want to do. But I'm going to be doing a little bit of goal-related stuff, probably some journaling. I still have to work on those thumbnails for my YouTube videos for the rest of the week, but I will probably do that later. So I will most likely be out there for a couple of hours, unless I get super cold. I do have a sweatshirt and a blanket. It's nice and sunny, but my table on the deck is in the shade, and it's only like 67 degrees out. So if I'm sitting in the sun, it'd be warmer, but then I won't be able to really see very well. So I will be sitting in the shade with a sweatshirt and perhaps my cozy blanket. Jack is outside in shorts and a t-shirt with 2 blankets, working on his animation for his passion project. That is what he's working on this week. Emma has been working on reading through her novel. She's done about 2 drafts, but she's really not happy about it and wants to change a bunch of things, so she's unsure where to go next. So I just printed out all of the pages. I think it's a little over 100 pages, maybe like 120 something pages, and she's just reading through that to see what she wants to do next. So that's where I am going to leave off for now. I'm going to go outside and enjoy the beautiful weather. Okay guys, so I am outside now. I've moved all of my stuff outside. Jack is out here with me working on his own stuff, and I think this is where I'm going to wrap up the vlog. It's been a really good day. I feel productive, which is important, and I'm trying to get through a lot of these home management projects that I really haven't had time for since we've started homeschool again. But I've wanted to make sure that I can kind of balance home management projects, other bigger projects, goal-related things, as well as some rest, which has been a focus for me over the past many months, and I think that I accomplished that today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have questions about anything that I talked about, please let me know in the comments, or you can email me. My contact form is always in the description box, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks guys. Bye.